Hey, Genesis family, this week's word of encouragement is Psalm 122, verse 1. I rejoiced with those who said to me, "Let us go to the house of the Lord." Mary and I have taken several long road trips in the last few months, and one of the things that we love to do when we travel together is listen to music. Occasionally, we'll listen to a new song, but usually we gravitate to our favorite playlist, classic 80s. There's nothing like singing the songs we grew up with. It stirs our feelings and it unites us together as we sing the songs of our youth. Songs are powerful instruments. Music activates memory. Many of us have encountered the strange phenomena of having not heard a song for many years, but when we walk into a place and we hear its rhythm, we can begin to speak and sing every word. Music and memory go together. In fact, if you want to remember something, sing it. It is almost guaranteed that it will be stored somewhere for later recall. Psalms are songs, originally began as prayer journals or poems, then set to music for God's people to sing in the synagogues. The Psalms tell the story of God's people. In fact, that's what songs do. They tell stories. Particular decades of music will tell the stories of those decades. The Psalms tell the story of God's faithfulness and of God's people and their struggle and their challenge and their celebrations of God's faithfulness. Psalms 120 to 134 are a special collection of psalms called the Songs of Ascents. Every year, the people of God were commanded to take a pilgrimage 3 times a year from wherever they were in the holy nation to the holy city. And every journey was an uphill climb because Jerusalem sat at the highest place, and they were called to go to the temple as a way to remember God's faithfulness, to celebrate God's mighty acts of delivering them from Egypt, of being faithful in his provision through the wandering wilderness years, and of settling them in the land flowing with milk and honey. On their way, the people of God would sing these songs. These songs were there to center them with expectation of meeting with God in the holy place. So when Psalm 122 says, I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord, it's this anticipation of meeting with God, with God's people, as the end result of their long journey upwards. We're beginning a series this Sunday on these Psalms of Ascent called Rise, where we will be looking at these songs as a journal of what the spiritual life is all about. Our series is based on Eugene Peterson's book, A Long Obedience in the Same Direction, which is really chapter by chapter a review of these Psalms and what they teach us about the life of discipleship. We want to encourage you to spend time in these Psalms 120 to Psalm 134 over the next couple months. This summer in the Psalms is designed to center us on the journey that God calls us to, this pilgrimage, this place of discipleship, where we are called to remember what God has done so that it can shape us in the moments and for the future. So I hope that you'll join us for this exciting series on Psalms called Rise, beginning this Sunday and going through the early part of August. Also want to let you know about some exciting things in the life of our church that are coming up. Starting tomorrow, you can begin to purchase fireworks here at our church in support of the Micah Hope Ministry. If you want to celebrate the independence of our nation and use fireworks to do that, plan on buying those items at our tent in our parking lot, and all of the proceeds go to help support our Micah Hope Ministry, which is an exciting and fruitful ministry helping men live free of addiction and live a life of discipleship. There's also something very exciting happening next Sunday, July 7th. We are going to give Suzanne Bridges a license for ministry. She is now a pastor at our church, and we are going to entrust in her spiritual authority to speak forth God's word and be a part of our shepherding team. We're going to have a special licensing ceremony next Sunday, July 7th, both services, and Pastor Suzanne will be preaching both of those services. Following that, on July 14th, we're going to have a Micah Hope graduation. Josh Park and Scott Murr and Trent Mann are moving out of the house, even though they're staying right here locally. They are moving out of the house, and so they're going to complete their time at the Micah residence, and we want to celebrate that and rejoice with them. We'll be doing that at the end of both services on July 14th. Also, we're having a special Next Gen Olympics Day on Thursday, July 25th, here in our parking lot, where we are going to anticipate the Olympics starting July 26th by celebrating with our young people and giving them opportunities to engage in fun, meaningful activities. So if you want to be a part of that, bring your kids, your grandkids, or if you want to volunteer, you can contact Nicole about that. Some exciting things are coming up. Also, want to give a shout out to those who are joining us for our special study of the Psalms, these Psalms of Ascent. And there is still time to join us on Tuesday. If you want to let me know if you're interested in that, please do so before next Tuesday so we can get you included next Tuesday night. Friends, there's a lot to be thankful for, a lot to celebrate. I'm so glad that you're a part of the Genesis family. I'll see you Sunday.